Once a target is identified, it can lock on and immediately dive toward it, destroying the target through a combined reconnaissance and strike capability. The value of loitering munitions lies in their ability to significantly enhance the long-range, multidimensional precision strike capabilities of small units. For example, they can be used to continuously harass and strike enemy positions and outposts. Infiltration teams can use them to ambush enemy convoys and rear area bases, severely disrupting enemy deployments, logistics, troop movements, and operational tempo. As a new category of intelligent ammunition, loitering munitions combine features of drones and missiles while maintaining relatively low cost. With advances in miniaturized control and communication systems, autonomous flight control technology, and tube launch systems, loitering munitions have rapidly diversified from single-soldier portable models to vehicle-mounted swarm launch systems. At the 2020 China Air Show, several loitering munition products were showcased. One representative example is the CM501X, a loitering munition. Within an integrated tactical strike system, it can share fire control and launch platforms with other precision strike missiles, maximizing functional complementarity and improving operational flexibility. Before entering the mission area, the loitering munition can be deployed ahead of the main force to scout targets and relay real-time information back to the command vehicle. The command vehicle then directs the launch platform to fire precision strike missiles, essentially allowing the loitering munition to call in a guided strike. This enables a relatively small launch vehicle to deliver a dense and effective volume of fire. In the future, loitering munitions are expected to evolve into swarm-based systems, launched from land, sea, air, space, and underwater platforms, using fully autonomous intelligence to conduct reconnaissance, jamming, and strike missions, becoming a major combat force on future battlefields. Beyond aerial loitering munitions, new forms of intelligent ammunition that integrate multiple systems have also appeared in other operational domains. This device, which resembles a flower stand, is actually a smart mine known as the Spider. It has powerful explosive capability and features 6 directional explosive modules that can be replaced like small cartridges, enabling 360-degree all-around attacks. The most revolutionary feature of the Spider mine is that it is the world's first networked ammunition system. Each explosive module is connected by a trigger wire, but unlike traditional mines, touching the Spider's trigger line does not immediately detonate it. Instead, the location is displayed on a remote control terminal, then an alert is issued. The operator can then determine whether to detonate, how many modules to activate, and the scope of the detonation based on battlefield conditions. A single soldier can control the entire minefield at all times, enabling highly efficient defensive operations. With the emergence of new concept systems, such as smart mines and space-based anti-satellite weapons, the expanding family of intelligent munitions now extends from land and air to the sea and outer space. Combined with the growing use of unmanned systems, this trend is accelerating the arrival of a more intelligent and futuristic battlefield environment. As advanced equipment built on high-precision technologies, smart munitions require not only cutting-edge research and design, but also large-scale manufacturing capabilities to turn concepts into reality. Next, let's take a look inside the birthplace of these battlefield elves. Intelligent munitions rely on intelligent assembly, so how are they produced? The production line beside me is China's first digital assembly and testing line for smart ammunition. The first step in assembling ammunition is material preparation. I am now inside the parts warehouse. At the entrance, I noticed several small carts parked in a row. Despite their size, these carts carry specialized air-approved trays equipped with identification and coding systems. Each smart tray contains the components for a single smart munition. Loaders can input detailed information for every part, every round of smart ammunition, and even each individual component and assembly step has its own digital ID. Serial number management enables intelligent error prevention and correction throughout the material process. Once materials are prepared, the loader transfers the smart tray. The trays are moved to an underground auxiliary line and then conveyed to the main production line. We have now officially entered the assembly stage. Compared with traditional manual assembly, this production line represents a fusion of automation, intelligence, and digitalization. Tasks that once required dozens of workers can now be completed by only a few. For example, the staff member beside me is assembling the brain of the smart munition, the electronic module. Let's continue forward. Certain high-risk steps, such as live charge testing, are now performed through unmanned automated inspection systems. This method of separating humans from machines greatly enhances assembly safety. Let's take another look. The staff member beside me is now assembling the optical module of the smart munition. I've noticed that in many steps, the staff use a small tool called a pneumatic wrench. It may look ordinary, but it isn't. Once the torque is preset, the wrench ensures consistent tightening no matter who operates it, thereby improving product quality. Automated assembly equipment has replaced manual operations, and robotic arms now work together with high-precision inspection systems. This allows the entire assembly process to be completed step by step with high accuracy. Since this production line was completed 5 years ago, it has not only significantly improved product quality, but also greatly reduced the physical workload of personnel. In the assembly workshop, I also noticed that some tasks still cannot be replaced by machines, such as packing parachutes. The staff around me are currently folding parachutes for smart munitions. I asked Director Yue about the purpose of these parachutes and the techniques required for folding them. The parachute's main function is to slow and stabilize the munition during descent, ensuring a steady search state. It is a key component that directly affects accuracy. He explained, when folding parachutes, we must, first, repeatedly check that the cords and canopy are not tangled. Second, ensure the lengths of the suspension lines and locking cords meet specifications. And third, tighten the cords properly and avoid interweaving them with other parachutes to prevent entanglement during deployment.
那我来试试。你教我怎么穿线吧。就是把线穿进去。
穿的过程中呢，你可以同时整理一下这个后边已经穿过这个线，
后边还得整理。
What appears to be a simple task is actually quite demanding. Even in an era dominated by automation and intelligent systems, tasks like parachute folding still require meticulous attention, patience, and responsibility. As the final assembly unit for this type of smart munition, Liaoshan Group is also China's largest and most comprehensive research and production base in this field. It has achieved major breakthroughs in key technologies such as high-efficiency destructive mechanisms, precision machining, and new high-energy charges, while also advancing engineering applications like automated assembly and testing. The successful deployment of this munition fills a domestic capability gap and marks an important milestone in China's research on anti-armor cluster targets. Smart munitions are not only intelligent, they are also highly capable. So just how powerful are they? The answer lies on the testing range. I am now at the Liaoshen Group's testing site, where this new smart munition undergoes battlefield-level evaluation. What is about to take place is a static detonation test of the smart munition. A static detonation test involves detonating the munition on the ground without flight. Researchers use this method to assess the munition's overall destructive effectiveness and to accurately determine its battlefield lethality. Since this munition is designed to penetrate heavy armor, we have come to the target area ahead of us. Let's take a look. Here is the target. This is a homogeneous armor plate. You can see that the plate is thicker than my fist, and judging by the sound when tapped, it is extremely solid. I also noticed that the steel wall behind the armor plate is covered with holes of various sizes, with some areas even broken through. Not far ahead is the launch chamber. Behind me now is the launch chamber. The staff are making final preparations before the static detonation test. At this moment, personnel in anti-static suits are transporting the test round into the launch chamber. Inside, the steel walls are marked with numerous impact traces from previous fragment tests. For safety reasons, we cannot remain near the launch chamber and must take shelter in the bunker. We have just completed several static detonation tests of the smart munition. Walking into the target area now, I can still detect a faint smell from the explosions. Let's follow the staff to examine the test results. I can see that the homogeneous armor plates have been completely penetrated. Director Wang, could you explain the results of this experiment? The test was very successful. 5 shots, 5 penetrations, and all results met the required performance indicators, he said. This test is a key evaluation milestone for the new product. Its success means the munition can now move into mass production, providing new equipment for national defense. It also lays the groundwork for the development of future products. Liaoshen Group will continue striving to develop effective, reliable, and durable weapons and equipment to contribute further to national defense. Modern information-based weapons and equipment represented by intelligent munitions are profoundly reshaping the battlefield and the nature of combat. With ongoing advances in science and manufacturing technology, I believe even more diverse and innovative smart munitions will emerge in the future.